Hey, my name is Jesse. This is The Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. Today is what I thought was a debut, but it's not. It's the return of Endless Space 2 Lost Symphony. This is going to be the songs of Unstable Molecule and Forgotten Moon. Both are from the channel G4F Records, requested by Wasabi Apple and Eric. Thank you very much. Just to let you know, this was a random draw from my backlog. And so the way this one works is at the end of this episode, at the very, very end, there'll be another random draw wheel that you can see, and we'll see what's next. Apparently I did this game before. I don't remember at all what this sounds like whatsoever. So let's just get into it. This is the one that won, Unstable Molecule, and I just paired it with Forgotten Moon. So I don't even know if they're related, but let's go. We've reached the point long ago where I don't even know what I've heard anymore. We're just hearing video game music. It's a jukebox channel now. This is Unstable Molecule. Oh, G4F. That's, they upload Fury videos. Fly By No, is that the composer? Yeah, all the Fury videos look like this. Okay. Sci-fi. Let me see what the other song I did was. I don't remember. Endless Space 2. Flawless Theory, Across the Drift. Oh, that was only 4 months ago. Wow. 4 months ago feels like a lifetime ago. You guys remember 2024? Does it have any information here? Let me see. The 4X strategy game developed by Amplitude Studios. Oh, there you go. Strategy game. Original soundtrack composed by Fly By No. Additional guitar, Pierre Fiant. Sounds like a mandolin. Oh, there's a guitar right there. Whoa. Sounds like space folk. Which is really weird because earlier I was listening to a band, Space Folk, in their band name. What are the odds? The picture is moving too, very slightly. Very little reminds me of Pink Floyd. Like if you've heard Pink Floyd before, you know what I mean, but it doesn't really sound like Pink Floyd. It's just like the, you know? Especially that little. I don't think it's a mandolin though. I think it's, I don't know what that is. What do you think that sounds like? This is so much reverb and like delay. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? It'll come to me. It's also like a very spacey, ambient thing. Not Warframe. Oh, what's it called? I'll think about it later. Ooh, yeah, it's got like... Oh, they got the full soundtrack playlist. Yeah. I love the way that ended. Whoa, hold on. Was that the song at the end? Interesting. I thought that was like outside, like it was raining or something. If you listen very closely at the last like 5 seconds of that, it was very like, I don't know what that was. Sounded like kind of paper ruffling or something. I can't think of the game that it's reminding me of, but I always think about this one certain game when it comes to this kind of sound, because it's like, well, also the whole like, it's called Endless Space, you know. Damn, I can't remember. It'll come to me. I'll look it up. But I will say, I wasn't expecting the ambience of that. I guess I really didn't know what to expect, really, because I don't remember the last time I heard Endless Space. But the title, you know, you can never judge a book by its cover. But I heard Unstable Molecule, and I thought to myself, that's going to sound a little, well, unstable, a little chaotic, a little maybe boss fight or something. Not that I was disappointed by it. It's just where I thought it may go. I don't have much things I can do when it comes to these videos, right? The reactions. So all I could really do is a lot of guessing, a lot of questions, curiosity. You know what I mean? Like there's this kind of like innocence that I've noticed about me with these videos that is so unlike, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I'll keep it really brief before I talk about the song, but just something I noticed doing this for a couple years now is that on this channel, I'm always like curious, asking questions, don't look stuff up. You know, I'm kind of like, where like any other channel on YouTube would be like explaining things and guiding you and lessons and being an expert or something. I know what I'm an expert on. I can talk about those things. But it's just weird how like the thing I'm like most known for, I'm always like, you know what's going on. So apparently you guys watch because I'm always so confused. What is that game that I'm thinking of? Anyways, so yeah, basically just pure ambience I got from that. It was really tranquil. And this is the kind of stuff that I like to have. In like 2020, I would say this is the kind of stuff that I would really listen to all the time. Because during 2020, when like COVID popped off and like my job was super stressful, the world was really stressful, you know, you guys been there. And I just remember like those nights working super long nights, and I just bought a like a little galaxy light that I would aim at the ceiling and just kind of stare at it while trying to just kind of like meditate sober, you know, just get away from stuff, turn off my phone and stuff. I would listen to stuff like this. And funny enough, one of those songs that I discovered a lot of music during that time because I was going out of my way to find like different stuff. And during that time, I actually found a band called, I think it's Hydrea Space Folk or Hydrea Space Folk. I don't remember exactly where they're from. I want to say Finland, but I really don't remember. But they're like a psychedelic ambient kind of jam band, and they're sick too. So the you can see how this was like kind of weird because I was like, earlier I said this song kind of reminds me of like folk, but in space, and I was like space folk. You know, it's just the timing of that is just, I don't question those things anymore. And that's why I do such little editing on these videos, if any editing at all. Because you never know like what thing is just going to come out naturally. In fact, I think in 3 years of doing this, basically almost 4 now, I've probably have done like less than 20 edits or cuts. And that's just because I've had to like sneeze or like, you know, answer a call, something, you know what I mean? Like I always just kind of keep it whatever. Anyways, that was really cool. We're going to move on to the next one. I really like the ambience of it. Like I said, it reminds me of Pink Floyd. Big fan of Pink Floyd. In fact, there's a guitar video of me playing my favorite guitar solo of Pink Floyd, which is Time. And it's on here. I'm playing this one of my favorite guitars. And yeah, so I don't know what unstable molecule is referring to, but hey, it calmed me down. But it really reminded me of this game that I cannot think of for the life of me. But I'll find it. I'll find it. Let's go to the next one right now. Forgotten Moon. This one's just a minute longer. And yeah, same things. Same exact information. Let's go. I'm going to look up this game in the meantime. All right, let's go. Forgotten Moon. Whoa, that's cool. Oh yeah, this is like, the soundtrack is very RimWorld. There it is, RimWorld. I was thinking of Warframe. I guess the two syllables, RimWorld. Both similar, and they both kind of seem to be in space. Ooh, kind of 80s. I have no idea why, but I just got like this most massive wrist pain. So speaking of raw video takes. Well, that made me feel better. Ooh. Man, percussion really just... Ooh, I think that was a woodblock. No. But it sounds like it. Maybe, it just has a lot of reverb. Ooh, this is nice. This is like super chill sci-fi now. That was woodblock. Wow, it's not bold. I don't know if I was gonna say bold, but it's really something to have a song this slow. Songs rarely go this slow as far as like BPM with the percussion, you know what I mean? It exists, but not normally. Oh, I can recommend songs like this all day. I was just telling you guys about the playlist I gathered during 2020. Can you believe that was 5 years ago? I have a whole playlist of songs just like this. So I pull them up right now, actually. Oh man, it's so synthy. It's like bathed in synth. Oh man, yeah. Wait, this is a what? This is a strategy, 4X strategy. Let me know what the 4X is referring to. Why is my wrist hurting so bad? Ooh. That's so good. It's like a volume swallow. It like gets louder. I have a couple of songs I can give you. You know, now that I know it's a strategy game and the music sounds like this has to be just like straight loop music that goes on forever. You're just thinking, right? Thinking music. Whatever you're doing this for a long time. Something that comes to mind would be like Frostpunk. Like, you know, one map map that you're looking at constantly, or like a Sims, that kind of thing, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just picturing like one map that you're on and you're just doing multiple things. It's just such a simple song. It's just a chord and then the arpeggio broken apart. But it's all about like the vibe of it. You know? That was cool. Every time I see a picture of space, of any, or just a galaxy or anything, I just always remember how small my problems are. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but I'm just like, oh yeah, we're just a tiny little grain of sand in there somewhere. And, yeah. Okay, well, before I forget, let me suggest some. So if you like stuff like this, I can recommend, I'll give you 2 songs. One would be The Easterner from General MIDI from the album The Digibox. And then another one called Explore, Be Curious from Cloud Kicker. And the album is Let Yourself Be Huge. And yeah, I used to, like I'm telling you, I used to listen to this kind of stuff all the time. As someone who listens to multiple genres throughout their entire life, you know, everything has like a kind of a time and a place for me. You know, like if I feel like listening, like, you know what I mean? Like if I'm listening to jazz, if I'm listening to flamenco, if I'm listening to metal, if I'm listening to whatever, it's mood based. For example, speaking of rain earlier, when it's like a rainy day and I hear the like the tick, 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 you know, on my ceiling or the windows, I usually listen to like lo-fi, hip-hop and stuff, Nujabes, Jay Dilla, and, you know, just kind of things like that, but it's not set in stone. I just like to have a more, you know, just like a feeling going. When it comes to stuff like this is a very specific mood for me, where I wouldn't normally listen to this in almost any regular setting except for sleep. Really, like, end of the day, and I'm just really trying to kind of forget what happened. You know, it's a kind of like take me away music and just kind of float away. So it's doing its job, right? And this is from a video game, which, you know, I can't imagine like all the stuff that's going on, maybe the sound effects, but that's all I can really say for it, because I'm just an outsider looking in. But it's really cool, and I'm just really curious what the whole 4X strategy is, and I would have to guess that it's just it just loops like crazy all the time, and it's just meant to think, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I really love the beat in this one. That was a nice touch. You don't hear beats that slow, so I quite enjoyed it. Man, space is weird, isn't it? It's like very intimidating because of just how vast it is, but it's also kind of calming. It's like the most nerve-wracking and calming thing like humans can experience. I don't know how else to explain that. Forgotten Moon. Maybe that's a setting. Cool. Well, we move on to the random number generator, where this is how this one got chosen. So now we're going to find out what the next song is. Thank you very much to Wasabi Apple and Eric. Katana Zero Driving Force. Neon Fog. Katana Zero. That sounds super familiar. Have I done that? I feel like I've done that. And I think that was a really cool soundtrack. Oh. Yeah. Katana Zero is like super chill and like had like saxophones, I think. Whew, yeah. Can't wait for that. Okay. Man, random draw. Bless. Okay, well, that's that. I'll see you in the next random draw. And if you're a fan of the random draw format, I'm not going to say much, but I'm kind of thinking about changing stuff up and doing something special with them soon. It's a work in progress, and it's going to take a lot of work to kind of get it right, but I have something kind of cooking with it. So yeah, thank you to all the patrons you see on the screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Video Game Music Rules. My name is Jesse. Peace.